What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again. Got a little discussion video for you today, the topic being aftermarket pocket clips. Now, us as knife collectors or knife users or anyone that owns, multiple knives, we all have an opinion on what we like as far as pocket clips go, and I think it varies by the knife, but in general, guys, I like my EDC knives to be deep carry. Now, they don't need to be extremely deep carry like this SOG Aegis, where you're really suspending that knife on the top of your pocket. There's no way you're going to see it. They don't need to be like that. But guys, I do work in an office. I use my knives quite frequently, but not enough that I need a whole lot of the knife sticking out for me to grab onto because it's coming in and out of my pocket, 30 times a day. I'd rather have them sit a little lower and, be a little bit more discreet because, let's face it, some people are scared of knives when you whip them out, and I'd rather not have everyone know that I have a knife. And, most of mine aren't tactical. They're not self-defense knives. Most of them are just kind of EDC users. But knives like this, the CQC 4K, this has a wave opener. And I think with a deep carry clip, this thing would be very hard to use because you wouldn't have much to grab onto to deploy the wave opener. So knives like this, I don't care that it doesn't deep carry. Just in general, I like my knives to deep carry. So I bought 4 aftermarket clips for these 4 models in front of you. I'll kind of go over the strengths and weaknesses of that. And as always, guys, with these discussion videos, I'd love for you guys to weigh in. Tell me if you have any aftermarket clips on your knives, or if you think they're ridiculous, or whatever, let me know. So we have a Kershaw Shallot here. This was kind of my first run-in with a aftermarket clip. The stock clip is the one on the Blur, same exact model. It doesn't ride super high out of your pocket, but I know that this knife is very slender in pocket, and especially towards the butt of the knife or the end of the knife. I just had this weird, really thin portion poking out of my pocket, and I love the design of this knife. It's Ken Onion, but I gotta, be honest with myself. Those pocket clips, the ones that comes on the Shallot, the Leek, the Blur, I hate them. They're just the weirdest pocket clips. They're too close to the handle. They ride a little bit too high, and they're just kind of a funky shape. Everything else about the Blur and the Shallot I do like. So I got this titanium deep carry knife off Amazon for 20 bucks. Got a little skull on it. I probably should have chose a better color just to match the black on black of this one. But I do like this knife a whole lot more than I used to. And then my second thing was this Yojimbo that I completely customized. Bought some scales for it, so I didn't have the normal black G10. And then I was like, yeah, I'll get another clip. And I don't view this knife as a strict self-defense knife, even though it's kind of marketed as that. This is a user for me and a great Wharncliffe blade. So this knife rides way deeper than it did before. And I mean, you're getting a 1/4 inch out of your pocket. And I love the retention on this clip. It really stays in your pocket, but it's not so much so that it's difficult to get out or in. That clip on the Yojimbo is from MXG Gear, just a site I found, and I think they have some of the best clips, and they're very reliable. All the ones, these 3 are all from MXG Gear, and they fit the knife extremely well. Now, this Kershaw Skyline, if you guys are familiar with it, which I'm sure you are, it comes with a clip that is tipped down and not deep carry whatsoever. Now, on this knife, this is an EDC knife all the way, and a super good one. It's really lightweight, very slim, and that clip just did not fit it whatsoever. And then if you flip it to carry it tip up, I mean, you're getting so much out of your pocket, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. It's ridiculous. So this one, I feel, fits the knife really well. I think me and a whole lot of other knife enthusiasts would love if they redesigned the Skyline just a little bit and gave it a clip similar to this, because, I mean, you're barely getting anything out of the pocket, and I think this clip matches the blade a little bit better than the standard black clip, so I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And lastly, I have the Kershaw Leek, also an extremely popular model, and also has the same clip that comes on the Blur. And I think for how slim this knife is, that clip just did not fit the overall look of the knife whatsoever. And it's hard to say because this clip works. It's not like it's a bad clip per se. It's not like I'm worried about the Blur or any other knife coming out of my pocket. But I just feel like this one fits it a lot better, where this has a black coated blade, and then the clip is also black coated. So the OD green and black looks really good to me. And then the design of this one's really cool, where it moves out of the way so you can still access your safety, and it really deep carries. I mean, look at that. And I think that fits the notion of the Leek a little bit more, because I don't think I'm going to be reaching for this knife, to go outdoors and go, bush crafting or something like that. This is an EDC knife, and a good office one or a good out in public one, where it's very unintimidating. And this clip deep carries, and it's actually really wide, so you can fit some thicker material in there. So guys, aftermarket clips in general, I'm a fan of. I know there's a whole lot of crazy ones out there, anodized titanium that got all sorts of cool things on them, but I like these simple loop over deep carry clips. And I know they're not available for every model, but some of your more popular ones, like you're looking at right now, MXG Gear, there's sellers on Amazon, even some knife sites will have some aftermarket stuff that you can buy. And I like having semi-customized knives. Now I know these knives aren't completely unique, but I'm hoping this Skyline is a little bit different than most people's Skylines, and I kind of take pride in that. And all of these cost around 18 to 25 bucks, and I think that is very justified because I like these knives a whole lot more than I did before. So I can't really tell you guys if it's worth it for you, because this Skyline was 35 bucks for me with a $20 clip. Now that might be a little bit steep for kind of a budget folder, but 55 bucks on a Skyline that I'm gonna carry and get a lot of use out of, I don't mind spending that. I'd rather spend that money on a knife I know I'm gonna use rather than a knife that I just hate the clip on. So guys, hope this brought you a little bit of entertainment. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you feel about aftermarket clips, especially ones like these titanium deep carry ones, because I'm really interested in them. I might even purchase some more in the future. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to have fun with your knives.